Welcome back to the Future Classrooms podcast. I'm your host, Sochiata, and we are already at episode 9. Can you believe it?
Time certainly flies when we're discussing the evolution of education, Sochiata. It feels like just yesterday we were recording our pilot episode.
It really does. Today, we're diving into something that I am incredibly passionate about, project-based learning, or PBL, and specifically how it serves as a catalyst for collaboration.
It's a vital topic. In the modern workforce, no one works in a vacuum. But in traditional schools, we often tell kids to do their own work and don't look at your neighbor's paper. PBL flips that script entirely.
Exactly. It's such a shift. But Mr. Saroon, for those listening who might just be hearing this term for the first time, how would you define the emotional core of PBL?
The emotional core is ownership. In a standard lecture, the teacher owns the knowledge. In PBL, the students own the problem. And when you own a problem, you quickly realize you need help to solve it. That's where the collaborative spark begins.
I love that, the spark. But let's be honest, we've all been in group projects where one person does all the work and the others, well, they just watch. How is PBL different from that frustration?
The age-old problem of the free rider. True PBL is designed with interdependence in mind. It's not just a task you split up, it's a complex challenge that requires different skill sets. One student might be the researcher, another the designer, another the communicator.
So it's about roles, giving every student a sense of purpose within the team?
Precisely. When a student feels that the team's success literally depends on their specific contribution, their engagement levels skyrocket. It moves from "I have to do this" to "my team needs me to do this."
That shift from I to we is so powerful. I remember visiting a middle school last month where they were building sustainable city models. The way they were negotiating over where the green spaces should go, it was intense.
And that intensity is where the learning happens. Those students weren't just learning about urban planning, they were learning how to disagree without being disagreeable. They were learning empathy.
Let's talk about that empathy piece. It can be quite emotional for a student when their idea is rejected by the group. How do we guide them through that?
It's a delicate moment. As educators, we shouldn't jump in to solve the conflict immediately. We have to let them feel that friction. I tell my students that friction creates heat, and heat can either burn the project or power the engine. It's all about how you channel it.
Impressed. Friction powers the engine. That is a beautiful metaphor. It reminds me of a listener's email we got recently from a teacher named Dara. She said her students struggled with listening more than doing.
Dara is spot on. Listening is the most underrated collaborative skill. In PBL, we often use active listening protocols. We teach them to say, "I hear that you want the bridge to be blue because of X, but have we considered Y?"
It sounds like we're teaching them to be little diplomats.
In a way, yes. And isn't that what the world needs? People who can sit at a table, look at a complex problem, and say, "I don't have all the answers, but together we might."
It really is. It makes me think about the students who are usually shy. In a traditional setting, they might never speak. But in a small PBL group, they find their voice, don't they?
They do. I once had a student who barely whispered in class, but when his group was tasked with coding a local history app, it turned out he was a coding genius. His team started looking at him with such awe, the look on his face. He finally felt seen.
That's incredible. That's the feeling we're talking about. It's not just about grades. It's about identity and belonging.
Absolutely. If a child leaves school knowing how to contribute to a team, they are already ahead of the curve. Collaboration is a muscle. You have to flex it, strain it, and let it grow.
So, for the parents and teachers listening, what is one small step they can take tomorrow to encourage this kind of collaboration?
Thoughtfully, start with a why. Instead of giving a command, present a need to know. Ask the kids, "We have a problem with the recycling bins being too full. How can we fix this together?" Then step back. Let them struggle a little. Let them talk.
Step back and let them lead. It sounds simple, but I know it takes a lot of courage for the adults to let go of the reins.
It does. It requires trust. But the reward is seeing these young people become confident, collaborative leaders. And that, Sochiata, is why we do what we do.
A perfect note to end on. Mr. Saroon, thank you for sharing your heart and your expertise with us today. This has been such a grounding conversation.
Thank you, Sochiata. It's always a highlight of my week.
And thank you to all our listeners. Remember, the future isn't something that just happens. It's something we build, project by project, together.
We'll see you in episode 10.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep collaborating.